Okay, this is the start of the track. The mountain's up there, ahead of us. The sign's a bit off-putting. Says what a big challenge it is, but we'll see. Got plenty of time, no need to rush it. Anyway, lots of signs of wombats already here, all over the place. Yeah, the road in's interesting. Wouldn't be trying that with a normal car, but no problem for a 4x4. So off we go. Right, we're about, I would say, quarter of the way. That first bit is bloody steep, but looks to me like it's going to get even steeper before we get up to the top there. But what a beautiful day. No wind, obviously no rain or anything, and quite cool. Say it's about 16 at the moment. Ideal for walking up the mountain. There's the view from halfway. Mountain's there. Still a lot of climbing. Looking down towards the car, which is way down where that road is. You can just see it in the distance. This place was really burnt out in 2019. Real mess. Alright, I'm on the ridge. Wow, what a climb up. It's going to be real fun going back. Now this is the view, so looking east here, out towards Wyndham, Mount Daras over there. Looking down, starting to look towards the southwest. Here's what remains of the hill to climb. Still not at the top yet, but I think we're over most of it. Here we are looking out east to the coast. Down there, that's the Mt Imlay forest, and then you can see down there Twofold Bay in the distance, and Eden's over there. No, I'm lying. That's actually Lake Womboyne there. Yeah, that's looking towards Lake Womboyne in the distance there. And then as we come across, we're panning looking slightly further north now. And through there somewhere is Twofold Bay. You can just see it through the trees. And Eden. So looking out across to the east. It's amazing up here, the amount of vegetation. Lots of these grass trees. And heaps of this stuff, all out in flower. I don't know what it is. Find out when we get home. It's clogging the path up actually. It's quite tricky. So here we are at the top. Well, not quite at the top. The top's actually over there, but the view at the top is nothing to write home about. There's too many trees in the way. So this is the view just a little bit down the slope, just above the cliff. I'll do a video of the view in a minute, but yeah, it's a pretty tough walk to get up here. Maybe it's just my age, I don't know, but yeah, it's hard going. But there's the view. That's looking out east towards Lake Womboyne, and behind, a bit obscured by the trees, is the view out to the west. I'll just switch the camera. There's the view out to the east. There's the cliff I'm going to have to get down in a minute. You can see all these dead trees here. That was from the 2019 fires, I think, burnt through here. And Lake Womboyne just about visible in the far distance there. It's going very hazy now, and just over there is the wood chip plant on the edge of Twofold Bay. Okay, I'm going to head down in a second. That's the walk to the top of Mt Imlay done. What do I say? A couple of things about that walk. Number one, it is pretty tough. It's graded 5. I would say in places it's worse than that. There's a lot of rock climbing / scrambling. It gets pretty hard. It's extremely steep in at least 3 places, and it's pretty relentless. Going uphill, it never stops for 2 hours, and coming back down, of course, 2 hours of relentless slog. Different muscles hurt, but it's still relentless. I would hate to do it in summer. It's been hot enough today at 23. I must admit, I'm not the fittest guy. I'm 64, and I've been doing quite a bit of training for this, but not enough, obviously. I took frequent rests to get up there. Probably had half a dozen going up, and maybe 3 coming down. Take a lot of water with you because you're going to sweat. I don't think I'd do it in the winter. It'd be extremely slippery. It's slippery now, and it's very dry. But on the plus side, the rocks it's in are called Marimbular Formation, and a lot of it is gritstone, which has a very high coefficient of friction, which means you don't slip when you're on the rocks. But on the scree slopes and on the gullies, it'd be pretty bad, I reckon, when it gets wet. I would not, under any circumstance, take kids under 12 up there. It's pretty tough and bloody dangerous in places. There's a lot of loose rock, and there's a lot of steep falls there. I've seen write-ups on some of these hiking websites where people made light of this and said they did it in slops, or they went up with their 5-year-old daughter. They're either psychopaths or they're lying, because you would not want to do that into slops, slip slops, and you would not want to take your 5-year-old daughter or son up there. Overall, the view is a bit manky at the top. There's lots of trees in the way. There's one spot just when you're on the top ridge before you actually get to the summit where you can see a good view off to the west. The view to the east is not really flash, so I would say from that perspective, not worth doing. Vegetation's interesting, lots of grass trees, lots of wildflowers up there at the moment, but not that impressive. So overall, I would say probably at the end of the day, not worth the effort. But well, it's done now. It's a mountain that you always see if you live here. We live here, you see it just about every day. It's been bugging me, and I've been to the top. So yeah, that's done. Let's see what the next adventure brings.